Warning. This program may contain material of an explicit or graphic nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Broadcasting undead from the B ward, this is Mortem. I'm Dom.
And I'm JD. And today, in honor of you, you're a holy man.
The Saint of Taint.
The Saint of Taint. You wedded myself and my wife.
Yeah.
Not that you married me and my wife in some kind of polygamy, but you performed the ceremony between me and my wife.
It's like a Jerry Springer episode.
And
he married me and my wife, and then he married me and my wife.
In honor of Dom Springer, we're going to give you our top 5 priests of horror.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
There's a shitload of them.
There's a wealth of priests. Why haven't we thought of this topic sooner?
You know, there's a shitload of them, and a lot of them are in fucking terrible movies. That was part of the problem that I had with trying to put this together, was like, oh, that movie sucked.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie sucked.
Yeah, that's a problem. And also, it's like, most priests in horror are not good people.
No.
So
I didn't try to make my priests necessarily good people.
Me neither. But, if I'm going to go out there and say, oh, in honor of Dom, here's a bunch of shitheads.
I also went with preachers, not necessarily just Catholic priests, but
any kind
figures,
of holy figures of any religion. Yeah, that's what I went with.
Pastors of disaster. Warlocks of Biffcock.
The pastors of disaster. The saints of taint and the warlocks of Biffcock.
That's right.
Post-mortem show, top 5 horror priests. But before we get into that, we got a little bit of horror news. Horror news.
After languishing in development with an uncertain fate, The Purge has officially been greenlit for television. Film series creator James DeMonico will be the showrunner, with Blumhouse Television producing, and the episodes will air on both USA and Sci-Fi networks. Production is beginning soon with no set release date. It's going to be set within the context of the rest of the movies, but it's going to be individual stories within what's going on in the larger scale of The Purge.
It's kind of cool because, you can keep... It could be one night of The Purge, but you could make a fucking 10 seasons of a show that are all happening on that night and tie characters. Like, you could see a character running in the street in the background of other characters 10 episodes later.
Have cool intersections like that,
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I like that idea. I like the Purge movies, and I actually think the Purge movies got better as the series progressed.
Yeah, I agree.
And they kind of moved into different genres. Like, the first one was very much like a home invasion movie, or the third one was more of an out-in-the-open action movie.
Yeah.
But I really like the concept of it.
Me too. I think the concept is much better than the execution of The Purge. It really is.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been all of them could have been better. The first one is not good, in my opinion.
I thought the first one was okay.
It's alright, but it's definitely not with the hype and with the commercials and shit. I really thought it was going to be good.
Yeah.
And it was mass Hollywood, big budget, blockbuster kind of horror.
Right.
Which can't push the boundaries. They're appealing to a wider audience.
Yeah.
Can't push the boundaries like The Purge actually could have been.
Right.
It could have been like brutal torture, rape, revenge stories, and like crazy shit happening.
Yeah.
Families just being killed in front of like it could get very dark.
Yeah, the things that they touched on, they could have gone into more detail on it for sure. I'm hoping with the TV show it'll have time to really kind of develop more of the sort of psychology and the social psychology behind what they were trying to say. They can take their time with it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if each episode is one-off or if they build sets of characters and kind of go how The Walking Dead kind of goes to where they develop, all these characters know each other, but there'll be certain episodes will only follow certain characters.
Yeah.
and then they'll come back together later and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably the way they should do it.
Yeah.
I would probably like it better if it was like a short anthology to where each episode was its own thing.
Yeah.
I kind of think I would like that better.
I
but
think
I
I
think
would too, yeah.
what makes sense more for like the franchise and like the wide appeal of like a show like The Walking Dead is if they built up the drama of the characters and interact them and they go away, they come back, that kind of stuff. That's probably where they're going to go, honestly.
And I don't know why shows have to aim for, I mean, of course, money is the reason, but like, I don't know why shows have to aim for like, let's try and run 15 seasons, because, I think 6 seasons is enough for any show.
Yeah.
Once you get...
You can't beat Breaking Bad. And the thing is, too, like X-Files was way better in the beginning, you know? And then you think about shows like True Detective, to where it's like a season is a season, and that's it.
It's done.
And they have another one, and they still keep it going, but it's completely different characters, but kind of similar. I like that.
That's why things like American Horror Story work. I mean, American Horror Story doesn't work on another level because it's the same fucking writers every time. I think if they brought in
actors and shit, like that's too much.
The same actors I'm cool with, but I think if they brought in a new team of writers for every season, you would get more variety because it just started to become the same old shit in a different setting.
Yeah, like after the Freak Show one, I didn't even finish the Freak Show, I don't think, and then the rest of them. I watched 2 or 3 episodes and just never watch it.
Yeah,
never finish it because it's just I'm not into it, you know. But the first season was great.
Great.
The second season was batshit crazy.
Yeah.
After that,
the third season was where it really lost me.
Is that the witches one?
Yeah,
that was bullshit. Yeah, stupid. We don't need to see Precious, fat ass witch, greasy folds, her greasy folds, greasy witch folds. That's our.
I was trying to get the words out.
Greasy witch folds. Gonna concoct something in a boiling cauldron of love.
Hot dog scented witch love.
Greasy witch folds.
I'm gonna write that down.
You know we're gonna forget by the time we rate movies.
Yeah,
that happens all the time. What was it?
It's been a long couple of weeks.
It has been. All right, but we got some horror news now.
Oh.
We're already in progress.
We're in the midst of horror.
See, that's how long of a week.
We're already like we're not balls deep in it yet. We're like tip deep in it, but we forgot. So because it's like drunk sex.
It's like when you start like humping and then you just forget what you're doing and you're just kind of watching TV.
Yeah,
and you just kind of stop.
Drunk sex with the TV on.
But back to the horror news. I digress. I apologize, but I'm coming back to the fold.
The witch fold.
Back to the greasy witch fold. So, Netflix has given a 10-episode straight-to-series order to an untitled horror drama from genre filmmaker Mike Flanagan. It's going to be about the haunting of Hill House. You heard about this?
Yeah, that was actually my second piece of news.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's kind of
talk
pile
about
on
it.
together. Yeah. See, you said Mike Flanagan. You didn't say... It's a reimagining of Shirley Jackson's 1959 novel, The Haunting of Hill House, considered one of the best ghost stories of the 20th century.
Haunting of Hill House is a great fucking book.
I've never read it.
They've never been able to make a good movie out of it.
Yeah, it's a shitty movie.
Yeah.
The old school one.
Yeah, and also 1999's The Haunting was based on it, and that movie was not very good either.
No, I didn't like it. Yeah. It's been adapted to the screen twice, 1963 and 1999, both titled The Haunting. But Flanagan is working with Trevor Macy, who have previously worked together as writer, director, and producer on Oculus, Before I Wake, Ouija Origins of Evil, Hush, and Gerald's Game, the upcoming Stephen King adaptation. So,
yeah,
I look forward to it.
I am about this. Mike Flanagan's already proved that he can turn chicken shit into chicken salad, and he's got a good base to work with. So I'm definitely excited to see what he does with this.
And it's got Amblin behind it, which is a big movie company, you know, and it's the first time they're co-producing a Netflix series. Actually, the second time they did 5 Came Back. Have you? I
haven't seen that one.
Have you seen that one?
I've heard good
the
things
5 legendary Hollywood directors during World War II. I haven't seen it yet. Looking forward to it, but we'll see. But yeah, Mike Flanagan can't do wrong.
Yeah, so far.
So far, he has not, and he's got...
Mike Flanagan's worst movie is better than 90% of the things that are out there.
Yeah.
So
what's his worst movie? Probably Hush? Maybe?
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I like Ouija 2 more than Hush.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But it's not saying Hush is bad.
No, it's not.
It's not a bad movie.
It's just his worst movie.
It's his worst movie.
It's like, you got some jelly beans. You got like the Jelly Bellies, and then you've got like the I don't know, like the black jelly bean.
My kids have this thing where it's jelly beans, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I can't remember what it's called, but there's colors, right? Each color is 2 flavors. And like the brown one could either be chocolate or dog food.
I've heard about that.
It's like, you don't know what you're getting until you do it. And they always try to make me eat it. I'm like, I don't want that shit. Now you're going to give me the bad one. I fucking hate jelly beans in the first place. They're unnecessary food. I think jelly beans need to go away.
Yeah, I love Jelly Bellies, but like
banning. It's Jelly Belly brand,
Yeah.
They created this.
Yeah.
Jelly beans.
I was impressed though that their vomit jelly beans actually taste like a mouthful of puke.
That is impressive, but I mean, how do they do that? Do they just fill
I think
them
this
up
is
with
where
little
Valentine
syringes?
works there.
That's
Skinny's day job.
Hank Skinny's filling up little capsules, little pill capsules full of puke. I think that jelly beans need to go the way of the peep.
Oh yeah, in the microwave.
At least maybe Hank Skinny can make some puke flavored peeps. What do you think Hank Skinny's Easter's like?
It's just a
gather around, family.
Basket full of puke beans. All right. So Universal, this is my piece of bad news, has picked up the rights to noted religious con artist Malachi Martin's story by buying the film rights to Hostage to the Devil. It's a shit person and a shit movie. Inspired a shit documentary. Do the world a favor when this movie comes out. Don't go fucking see it. Like, stop feeding money to Ed and Lorraine Warren's legacy. Stop making that shit profitable. Stop any of those hucksters that are associated with them. Put your foot down and say, we don't want this bullshit in our fucking theater. This fucking pseudo-religious propaganda put forward by fucking Fox. I'm not happy about this. Malachi Martin's legacy needs to die. And I'm warning everyone out there in post-mortem land, this movie is not going to be good. I don't care. If Mike Flanagan directed it, I would still be against it.
Wow.
Yeah. If Lucifer Valentine directed it, maybe I'd consider it.
The directing team of Lucifer Valentine and Mike Flanagan.
Puke hostage.
Hostage to the puke. Hostage to the skinny. Yeah, fuck Ed and Larry and Warren.
Yeah.
We're over it.
Yep.
Been over it for a long time.
I've been over it for like 20 years.
Yeah. Fucking shysters. So it's been close to 5 years since Zombieland saw Jesse Eisenberg, the social fucking douchebag, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin's zombie hunters prowl across the southern states trying to find a new home and a Twinkie. Most people assumed that the long-touted sequel would never materialize, but Sony Pictures has surprisingly announced several details that suggest they're taking a potential follow-up very seriously.
Nice.
According to Deadline, Dave Callahan has now been hired to script the follow-up and will be advised and supervised by Ruben Fleischer, the first Zombieland's director, who's hoping to return to that seat as well. Callahan has a topsy-turvy couple of years because the script for Barrow turned into The Expendables, but only after he sued Sylvester Stallone for credit. So,
really?
Got his shit stolen by Rocky. He wrote the first draft of the Godzilla reboot, but it was eventually rewritten by Max Borenstein. Hopefully Zombieland 2 will give him a chance to truly inject his personality and talent into more than a greasy witch fold.
Greasy witch fold injection.
I'm going to inject my personality and talent into this witch's role.
Some DNA along with it.
Yeah, so cast is coming back. Original made $102 million on a $23.6 million budget. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
And it's good. I mean, it's a little dumbed down for Hollywood, but For Whom the Bell Tolls montage scene with the zombies and stuff is pretty awesome at the beginning.
Bill Murray stuff.
Bill Murray's awesome.
Yeah.
The little, like, mom and pop / love story, whatever the fuck that's going on. Could have done without that, but the gore was good, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But hopefully they take the
killed
shit.
Dan Aykroyd in this movie.
Just taking out Gus Buzzers in every sequel.
Third one's Ernie Hudson.
Hopefully this one goes good. I'm hoping it's more of a horror comedy than a comedy horror.
Right.
You know, because the first one really was.
Yeah.
There was no sense of danger at all.
Never.
You know, even when they're climbing the fucking tower and at the carnival and shit, there's no sense of danger. It's not a horror movie, you know. Even Dead Alive has way more sense of danger. You know what I mean? When all the zombies are there, he's got the lawnmower, that whole thing. You know,
the main characters get killed off in that movie.
Yeah, definitely. So that's it for Zombieland 2. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it lives up to the hype.
It's gonna go straight to video.
And it's just different guys. Some guy that looks like Jesse Eisenberg playing him.
It's
like
not
Michael Cera.
Yeah, it's
fresh off a coke binge. It's not Woody Harrelson. It's just Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah, Woody doll. And a bag of weed.
Snakes in my boo.
Right, we're going to at the movies tonight.
We are. We got one more piece of horror news, though.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I've only given...
It's because
two?
I had 3, but one of them was the same as your number.
Well...
We took the same number, too.
This is not really... we simultaneously... It was like the love toilet. You ever see that old Saturday skit? The love toilet where they hold hands and look into each other's eyes as they shit?
Yeah.
That's what we just did in our pants. But I got one more thing. It's not really a horror movie news. I mean, it does pertain to it. But actual clowns are not happy about the upcoming movie It, and they're protesting.
Oh, yeah?
They're losing work because clowns are scary now to little kids once again. It's been a while since clowns were scary. So they're losing birthday parties. They're losing gigs. Clowns want it to go away. Professional clowns aren't having a great time at the moment, as you might imagine. Seems that everyone has by now caught on that they're super creepy and worth being afraid of, and that fear, coulrophobia, as it's called, has hit the clown world pretty hard. But it's nothing new, since John Wayne Gacy, a.k.a. Pogo the Clown, did a number on the clown profession back in the 70s. Tim Curry's portrayal of Pennywise in the 1990 adaptation didn't do much to help, and the recent clown sightings in the woods may or may not be promotional material for this. I don't think it is, because it was so long ago. They would have done it topically, you know. They wouldn't have done that a couple years before the movie came out and kept doing it, but who knows? Andy Muschietti's adaptation of It, going to be releasing this September, looks to feature a clown even more terrifying than what we saw in 1990, and I agree with that. Much more terrifying.
As a horror fan and as someone who doesn't give a shit about clowns, fuck those clowns that are protesting it. Fuck them and their careers.
You know what? It's a clown. The tears of a clown. The tears of a clown is what I used to lube up with.
Marvelous Mervo. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, Marvelous Mervo. What was that fucking movie called?
I forgot. Tiny Tim was the clown.
Tiny Tim was a clown.
Yeah, it's not.
And a creep.
Yeah. And not even the bad guy.
Not even the bad guy, yeah. But yeah, clowns everywhere. You heard it here first. Fuck you.
That's Postmortem's official stance on clowns. Not that you're scary, just fuck you. Fuck you, clown.
You gotta think about it. Like, what do you want to do when you grow up, Johnny? I want to be an astronaut. What do you want to do with your life, Sarah? Oh, I want to be a nurse. What do you want to do, Billy? I want to be a clown.
Yeah. Get that kid in therapy now.
He just wants to have little kids' birthday parties. He wants to be a kid forever. He's the Michael Jackson of the entertainment world.
That's right.
With a funny red nose.
Wasn't Michael Jackson the Michael Jackson of the entertainment world?
I guess so. I guess of the kids' birthday party entertainment.
Wasn't Michael Jackson
He's going to take you to Never Neverland. That would make it creepier if Pennywise was like a pedophile clown in this adaptation. Oh, God. He's squirting more than water out of his flower on you. Oh, no. Greasy Witch Folds. Remember it. That's our rating system. Right. We'll be back with At the Movies, where we saw the Bye-Bye Man.
Wee wee doo doo poo poo gaga man.
The wee wee doo doo man We also saw The Devil's Candy.
Yeah.
Much anticipated at this here show. Been talking about it for a long time now.
Great box art.
Great box art, yeah. Great everything.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to that after this.
Hi, thanks for listening to the Postmortem Podcast. If you want to support us, go to our website at www.postmortemshow.com and click the Amazon link.
By clicking on the Amazon banner, Amazon will give a small percentage of the purchase price of your item back to the Postmortem Podcast at no additional cost to you. That's right. It doesn't cost you any money. We get money. You want us to keep doing this? You want more Doug Jones talk? You want more dick and fart talk? I don't care. We're going to do it.
Fund our filthy, filthy habits.
Yes, and they are many and they are fast.
And most of them aren't legal.
Yes. Click the banner. Just do it.
Come on, don't be a dick. Give us money.
Let's go down to the movies with Dom and JD, the Blood Boobies, and Doug Jones. Psychos, monsters, bloody slashes, maniacs, and tits and asses, chainsaws, knives, and facial bashes on Postmortem. Let's go down to the movies with Dom and JD for some more Doug Jones.
No, Doug Jones. We did get some more Doug Jones.
We got some Dukes.
We got the Dukes in the first movie we went to the movies to see. 2017, directed by Stacy Title. The Bye-Bye Man.
Wee wee poo poo cockadookie man.
The Bye-Bye Man. A horrible name for a movie.
Yeah.
And
not a great movie.
Not great, but not that bad.
No, it could have been. There are many worse movies.
The Dukes is there, so
yeah.
Obviously you get a full 2 rating points if you book the Dukes.
Yeah, straight up, just right off the bat.
When 3 college students move into an old house off campus, they unwittingly unleash a supernatural entity known as the Bye-Bye Man, who comes to prey upon them once they discover his name. The friends must try to save each other, all while keeping the Bye-Bye Man's existence a secret to save others from the same deadly fate in a movie called A Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, wait. Called The Bye-Bye Man. Yes, definitely a ripoff of the Freddy Krueger, especially in like the Freddy versus Jason, it's like the fear is what keeps him strong.
Yeah.
And Jason takes away the fear by killing him.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a porn version of this called The Bye-Bye Man about a dude who fucks guys and girls.
And they're greasy witchful.
Yeah. Instead of don't think it, don't say it, it's like don't suck it, don't fuck it.
Don't suck it, don't fuck it. The Bye-Bye Man. Well, so we got Bye-Bye Man, it's Freddy, right? So now we have to have another movie called Thursday the 14th.
Yeah.
With the killer, Justin.
he wears, he
Bye-Bye
wears a
versus
catcher's mask.
Yeah. Bye-Bye versus Justin in the sequel. Opening was like a shittier version of Don't Kill It. It wasn't like kind of a cool montage beginning thing.
Yeah.
But Don't Kill It was way better. With what happens, it tells you what happens, at the beginning. I like that the kid was wearing a Dead Kennedy shirt.
Yeah, he was wearing he wore a DK shirt. He wore a Joy Division shirt. Like the person who directed this movie, named Stacy. I assume that's a woman. Obviously a fan of good music. So
he was wearing a Violent Femme shirt though, so I didn't go that far.
I'm okay with Violent Femmes. They have their moments.
So the Bye-Bye Man, if you know his name, you know who he is. He starts to put visions in your head.
Yeah.
Makes you see things.
Yeah.
Which, unlike Freddy, he makes people hallucinate and he turns them against each other.
Yeah, and he does it while they're awake.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a good element of like the monster that makes you question your reality.
Yeah.
Like that was good.
And the fear gives him his power.
And he plays
off
coming
for the children.
Your insecurities and kind of drives you apart. And like I thought the dude who played Elliot, the main character, did unhinged pretty well. Like as his reality started, as he realized what was going on.
The acting is not that bad in this movie. The acting is pretty good. The girl is pretty shitty.
She was fucking terrible.
The lead little like punk nerdy white kid was good. The jock blackhead friend was really good.
Yeah.
The Dukes is always good.
Yeah.
I wish I could have used a little bit more Dukes.
Yeah.
I could have used a little bit more of the actual Bye-Bye Man in the movie.
Yeah, and I liked his makeup, too. His makeup looked really good.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he had a dog.
Except his dog looked fucking terrible.
It was CGI style, yeah.
Like, the fucking gatekeeper and keymaster on Ghostbusters looked better than this
Yeah,
dog.
exactly. Yeah. The CGI is fucking horrible.
It's like
the gunshot blood splatter.
Yeah,
horrible.
2000 quality
Now,
CGI.
I can compare a lot of this. Okay, so we got our Freddy influence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can compare a lot of this to another movie we recently reviewed, Don't Kill It, with the demon possession thing, with the blood splatter CGI gunshots and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is it was much more forgivable in Don't Kill It, because it was played for over the top and for laughs and for an Ash type hero character.
Yeah.
In this movie, it's supposed to be straight horror, no comedy.
Yeah.
And it takes me out of it. CGI sucks.
Yeah.
Just need some practical effects in this. It would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
If you would have given me a little bit more Dukes, a little bit more of an original screenplay and story, not so much stealing from Freddy.
Just have him have a dog. Have him have a big fucking scary dog, you know?
Or not at all if you couldn't do it. If you can't do it, don't do it. I like the idea of him having his little hound and stuff like that. You know what? I wish he would have had the dog from Hellraiser Bloodline.
Yeah. I wish he had a giraffe.
That would have been even
The
better.
zombified giraffe, the Bye-Bye Man, and his giraffe Ralph.
Starring Doug Jones and Ellie Fanning.
Elle Fanning as Ralph the giraffe. The undead giraffe.
As Jeffrey, the Toys R Us giraffe. Come back.
That was her high
from
school
hell. She was the mascot of our high school.
Yeah.
The giraffes. Don't think it. Don't say it. Don't suck it. Don't fuck it. Don't suck it. Don't fuck it. The train scene was really funny.
Yeah. With them all standing on the tracks.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking ridiculous when he got hit by the train. Unoriginal story, bad effects, but decent acting. Script was alright. Like, they stole a lot from Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street, but there was good stuff too.
Yeah,
there was some good stuff in it, and it was not as bad as I thought. But I watched this movie with my kids, right?
It's PG-13,
and I told them all about. I got him good. We had our zombie camp out, where we set up here in the B ward, watching the big screen in the dark. They're all with their sleeping bags, It's getting late. I put it on when they're already a little tired, so it could be like the last thing before bed. They're going to sleep out here, have their little camp out.
Yeah.
Well, I told them about, the Bye-Bye Man is scared of one thing. The Hello Man. I give them the background on the Hello Man.
Yeah.
I told them, wait, when you're least expecting it, you're going to hear a little scratching at the window. And you see a face that looks like this.
Unfortunately, we're on radio, so you can't see that face.
And the face is going to go, hello!
What about like the Bye-Bye Man versus Hello Kitty?
Well, the Hello Man made several appearances that night to these kids.
Yeah.
Scratching at the sliding glass door in the back. When they're getting up to get something,
Nice.
get a snack. Scratching at the bathroom door. I know it's you, Dad. I know it's you. Dad? Dad? Hello! Dad? Getting a little bit more scared each time.
When I was young, it was one of the first, so my parents would always have this annual Halloween party, and, I'd go stay at a friend's house or something so that they could have a house to themselves. And one year, a bunch, they decided that we were all old enough to, get together at the same house and have our own little Halloween party. And we rented Tremors and, had a little costume party with our babysitter and watched Tremors. And my dad had paid the babysitter's boyfriend, who was there with us, watching the movie. Those they had a 2-story house, and they have those ladders that you can roll out the windows in case of fire.
Yeah.
So they had installed those in the house, but we didn't know about that. So Jason, our babysitter's boyfriend, escaped through that ladder, and while we're watching Tremors, he's going around the house throwing little pebbles at the window. And fucking with us.
And then your dad paid him to do it, and he just didn't. He was a fucking dumbass, little stoner.
No, he had a mask with these flashing lights.
So he
for
just
eyes.
throws a fucking boulder through the
Right
throw rocks
through.
at the window, okay? He just throws breaks all the windows. Your dad's like, oh, fuck.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, no, so like he gets us all worked up, and then finally like one of us gets brave enough to go over and open the curtains, and he's out there with the flashing eyes and the lights, and we all freak the fuck out, and it scarred me for life. And now I'm doing post-mortem show. That was my bye-bye man moment.
So, IMDb gives the Bye Bye Man 4.0.
That's what I gave it.
You gave it a 4.0,
Yeah.
so you would have given it a 2. Remember your Doug Jones system. I gave it a 5.
Yeah, I'm not going to go all the way to 6 with that.
Can we agree on 5?
Yeah, I'll agree on
5 greasy, precious witch vaginas.
Witch folds.
Witch folds, not vaginas.
Yeah.
Not even, you don't even get the real vag. But I'm pretty sure that if you were to try to get in there, neither one of you would know if you were in.
Yeah.
You know, with that size of a woman,
Yeah.
all greased up, cauldron juice, eye of newt rubbed all over her nipples.
Hot dog scented cauldron juice.
You wouldn't know.
Nope.
And she's like, almost there. Keep going.
Hello.
And that's the sound that she made right before she ate him. Because you're always hungry after sex.
That's right.
Okay, let's get to our other movie we saw at the movies. 2015, Developmental Hell, but released in 2017. Written and directed by Sean Byrne, who made 2008's The Loved Ones.
Yeah.
And had not made a movie since.
Shit.
Took him from 2008 to make this movie in 2015 to wait till 2017 for it to be developed, which I do not appreciate. Starring Ethan Embry from Hackers.
And National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. Rusty.
Yeah, and also from, what is it? Cheap Thrills.
Yeah?
Yeah, he came back in that before this.
Yeah.
I guess it might have been at the same time, honestly, because of the production hell. Cheery Appleby, Kiera Glasgow, and Pruitt Taylor Smith. The Devil's Candy.
Fuck, this was a good movie.
We have been waiting for this for so long, ever since we heard of it. And Sean Byrne, The Loved Ones, was great.
Yeah.
For him to take this long to make the movie, 7 years to make your follow-up to The Loved Ones, and then make it in 2015, and then it doesn't get a proper release till 2017. It was very disheartening.
Yeah.
Honestly, because if we were expecting so much out of it, and with all those pushbacks, delays, what am I doing, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I expected it to flop.
Yeah.
And not be what I wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. It was much more than I could ask for.
It was awesome. Fucking awesome.
Metal, art, and family are the passions of Jesse, a struggling painter who lives a happy life with his wife, Astrid, and their preteen daughter, Zoe. Things look even brighter when Jesse and Astrid are able to put in a bid on their dream house, a huge property in rural Texas with a barn big enough for a proper art studio. After the price is driven down due to the home's mysterious past, the trio moves in. Jesse's work starts taking on a new, considerably darker flavor, and things get even more ominous when Ray, the hulking, clearly unbalanced son of the deceased former owners, appears on the doorstep one night, clutching a red electric guitar and asking to return home. It soon becomes clear that Ray and Jesse are both being influenced by the same satanic forces, and that Jesse's family won't be safe until they find a way to quiet the devil himself.
Dun-dun-dun!
Yeah. Good fucking plot.
This movie was pretty fucking metal.
And it was very metal. It's not, I haven't seen a more metal horror movie since Deathgasm.
Yeah. And this was a metal movie that was like a serious metal movie.
Yeah, no comedy.
Yeah.
There is like Slayer and shit in the soundtrack.
Yeah,
and
Metallica
and that kind of stuff. Like it does have that kind of stuff, but it also is a lot of Satanism and a lot of dark art.
The art was awesome. The
awesome,
painting that he was creating over the course of
Yeah.
the movie, and like the way that like they compared him creating his painting to the killer killing.
Yeah.
Like there's that scene where they juxtapose him painting the red and then the killer like mopping up blood.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome too.
Yep. Jesse is a metalhead, as is his young daughter, Zoe.
Good family there.
I really like the bond between the dad and daughter. It really reminds me of me and Kaylee.
Yeah.
With the horror and the punk rock and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like,
And
Kaylee's like my little boy kind of girl, you know. That
and David's like the little
shit.
boy girl.
David's like my little girl boy.
Yeah.
The mom is super straight-laced in comparison. While the dad loves his weed, she would rather have a glass of wine. While he loves metal, she just doesn't understand it. But they do have one thing in common, their love for their family and their daughter. So they're good parents.
Yeah.
All three of them are likable characters.
Yeah.
Even though the wife is the straight-laced one, all three are very likable characters.
Yeah. And they could have like had like a father-daughter conflict right from the beginning.
Yeah, or mother-daughter, or wife-husband. No.
Yeah, they did.
Everyone, they're a great family.
And that was good, like, professional... I'm not going to... Restrained is the word, but, like, it's not constrained. It's like, you know, the writer held back. He didn't have to go, like, balls out family dysfunction right from the beginning.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're going to go in areas where people change their behavior.
Yeah.
Why start out fucked up,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So, like, it makes no sense. I really like the sound design when Ray is talking to people and their voices start to muffle out.
Yeah.
And he starts hearing that same guitar riff in the background.
Yeah. And I liked how they used, because it's a metal movie, and they used the electric guitar, but as an ambient instrument.
Yeah.
The same thing that Lucifer Valentine did with Black Mass of the Nazi Sex Wizard. Just one chord, fucking
dissonant
into
notes,
your soul.
like dissonant. Yeah, it's not like a proper chord. It's just like the strumming of a guitar in ways that it shouldn't be done properly, like for actual music,
right?
You know? Or unless it's going to go with like the ambient kind of style, and you're going for that, you know. So yeah, here's the guitar riff in the background. It's kind of like the way it feels after band practice.
Yeah,
like in your ears, like when people talk to you, you have that kind of like ringing in your ears from the loudspeakers
after you've been to a show, or
but
something.
more intense.
Yeah,
actually, it kind of like it's more than like the band practice thing. It reminds me of the way I feel when I'm concussed. When people talk to me when I'm concussed, like you feel like I could be talking with you, having a conversation, and I'm not really like hearing you or having a conversation with you, but I can still keep up.
I've been in the car with you after death matches. I know what you do.
Just like I'll be like, you know, I'm thinking, I'm in my head, I'm just like, like that sound going on, which is he's experiencing in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
So it was really like, for me, it was like kind of jarring because it's like I've experienced it both through music, through playing loud music, being in a band and playing with loudspeakers all the time at practice in a small room and shows and stuff like that, and getting fucking hit in the head with chairs and shit. Like I know the way that feels, and they really got that. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but it really came
worked.
Through them. Yeah. So the voices and the score that accompany them are also awesome.
Yeah. Again, as part of the score in there's like a death growl voice in there, but it's used not to convey lyrics, but it's used just as an instrument. It was fucking fantastic.
I like the fact too that so Ray and Jesse have this link kind of, and all the horrible things that Ray's doing start to come out in Jesse's art, almost like automatic writing, but it's automatic painting. Yeah, like he's painting and he loses track of time for like 8 hours at one point when he's painting. Yeah. And then looks at what he painted and he's never seen it before.
It was like
he's just doing it.
It was a ghost story, but it was a very non-conventional ghost story. Yeah. Very, very creative writing, very, very creative cinematography, the sound, everything on this. Like, he really, really knocked it out of the park with this.
Yeah, and like the automatic painting thing, he even says it to his wife at one point, like, I have to go and I have to paint what I feel, otherwise it's starting to invade my dreams.
Yeah, and I like when he backed away from the painting and he was like, did the muse do this? Like, you know, what is that? And then when he brings in the art agent guy, and the guy's looking at it, and like the guy kind of subtly suggests maybe you need to sacrifice your family for your art, you know? Yeah. And
I thought that guy was gonna get tight. Like that was the only thing really that kind of bothered me. I guess that everything doesn't have to be wrapped up in a nice, neat little bow, and that's fine.
I wanted more of that guy.
I thought he was going to come at the end. It was all him. Yeah. Like he was involved or something. But we were not going to spoil it. But this is just a character that's in the movie that he's in a couple scenes. And, you know, like most classic horror movies, there's a guy, like Friday the 13th, Joey, the retarded kid, and Vic kills him with the axe. And the paramedic that comes is his dad. And that's the guy that's being Jason later. Like he's a very small character, but I expected him to come out later because of how intense he is. Because he didn't, maybe that was a good little throwaway.
And I think he was still a really important character because he was the guy who knew what the fuck was going on. Like he may not have known specifically what was going on with the murders, but he knew what was going on a spiritual level, and so it lent credence to what was happening, that it wasn't just two crazy fuckers.
Yeah.
You know, that there was more to it than that.
Yeah, and fucking Pruitt, he nails it.
God damn.
He's so good at this.
Apparently, I looked at his IMDb page, and he's been in a couple other things, and he generally plays murderers or prison guards.
Yeah.
And
Ethan Embry, too, has come a long way since Hackers.
Oh,
Seriously. Yeah. That man can act.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Cheap Thrills really surprised me. You know, he seemed like he was kind of burnt out like the beginning of the movie. I'm like, oh, this guy's like clutching, you know? But no, he really fucking nailed it. And then in this, it's on another level.
Yeah, for real. He conveys... He's a sympathetic character to the point where even when he's fucking up, you still feel sorry for him.
Yeah, like when he didn't pick up his daughter.
Yeah, because it's totally out of his control.
Yeah.
And
also he conveys, like, before the shit hits the fan and everything, he's this metalhead, cool dad guy. Yeah. And you really believe that he is that guy.
Yeah.
When he's not, you know what I mean? But you really believe it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I really liked the acting. And the teenage daughter also killed it. Yeah. The mom was good too, but I would say, like, of the four main characters, she was the least. And then maybe the daughter and the killer tied. Yeah. Because the daughter was very, very sympathetic. Yeah. I felt really bad for her. Having daughters myself, like, I really, like, it bothered me.
And her terror on screen felt real.
I was, like, a little disturbed at parts of it, which is hard for me to do based on how much fucking shit we watch. Right. So, yeah, but then Ethan Embry is the best part of the movie, so.
You know what else I really liked about it is that, like, there was some CG in the movie. And obviously the movie wasn't a giant budget movie. Yeah. But what they did with the CG was really creative because the whole movie had this whole painting thing going through it. So they just made the CG look like paint. Yeah. And, you know, it fit into everything that was going on. CG fire, it's hard to make look good, but when they make the CG fire look like paint and sort of had that hallucinogenic quality to it.
That was my biggest problem with the movie, actually, was the CG fire. Yeah. You know, I'm a big proponent of practical effects. Shit doesn't need to burn down. You can write around something burning down. Yeah. You don't need that. Yeah. If you can't afford to burn something down, don't burn it down. That's my opinion. Do something else. Yeah. You know what I mean? You could do something else.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's my biggest problem with the movie. The movie's not played for laughs like the loved ones. It's serious and it works. It goes dark places. It had me very anxious in the third act. Yeah. I really hope Sean Byrne comes back again soon, as he's a great creative mind. And although parts of this have been done, its whole is a new concept I had never seen before. Yeah. You know, it takes different parts of things, made it his own. It was great.
Yeah, it still felt fresh.
The effects, save for some CG in the third act, like we just talked about. The acting and the story, and especially the score, in my opinion, are all great. Ethan Embry had quite the comeback. I love Cheap Thrills, but this is on some way other level. Pruitt Taylor Smith is scary creep as Ray, and Dom, there's goats.
There's demon goats.
There's goats, Dom.
Yeah, that was my favorite character, was the demon goat.
IMDb gives this a 6.7.
Nah, better than that. Way better than that. I gave it an 8.5.
8.5? I gave it 8.8.
Wow.
Greasy Witchfuls, 8.8.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Don't sleep on this movie, people. Watch this movie. It's on Amazon right now. It's streaming for $6.
I hate when we pump it up so much that I feel like some movies are better left when you see it on your own, you know? I don't want to tell you guys this is the best movie ever, because it's not.
Yeah. But it's really fucking good.
It's one of the best horror movies I've seen in several years. Yeah. If I had to pick... If we give a 5-year thing, and we can only pick 20 movies or 15 movies, this would be one of them.
Yeah, for sure.
For me.
For sure.
So. All right. So that's it for At the Movies. So I guess Devil's Candy was a lot better than the Bye Bye Man.
Yep.
But it'll never be better than the Hell!
Or the Bye Bye Man.
And then the third sequel is the Hello Man versus the Bye Bye Man.
Hello!
Hello! Horrible. Well, speaking of inappropriate touching, we're going to be back with our top 5 priests. After this.
Available now at gravecommand.bandcamp.com. The debut album of Grave Command.
Yeah, what happens when you get deep, crust, grindcore, and combine it with Motorhead?
It gets brutal as fuck.
That's when you get Grave Command. We are not fucking around, ladies and gentlemen. It is my band, Grave Command. It's our first CD. It is available now. Soon it will be coming out on vinyl record, CD, and even cassette. And 8-track.
Anything like Hall & Oates.
It doesn't sound like Hall & Oates, and we're going to have 8 tracks, cassettes, CDs, vinyl records.
Yeah.
Any format.
Hand crank phonographs.
Laser discs.
You're gonna etch it into a cave wall
Those
and have
little-
someone play it on a pan flute.
Those little wax tubes.
Yeah.
You know, Thomas Edison first recordings?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go that far to get this fucker out there. But if you guys like punk rock,
We're gonna
if
have
you
a
like
blind
fucking-
homeless man fart it into a can and then mail it to someone.
That's exactly what the recording is, though.
Oh, okay, cool.
But if you guys like punk rock, check it out. Grave Command. We're on Facebook, and you can get some free preview tracks at gravecommand.bandcamp.com. And we're back with the top 5 priests of horror. Horror priests. These priests will do more than touch you. They'll kill you as well.
They'll save your soul for Satan.
They'll save your soul so they can keep it for themselves.
They'll shave your hole and save your soul.
All right, yeah. You want to start us off?
Sure. I'm starting with a TV horror priest, and that's Caleb from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV series, played by Nathan Fillion, who was the sheriff in Slither. Known normally for playing comedic, sort of sarcastic roles. In Buffy, he was fucking scary. He was like this defrocked, disgraced priest who hated women, and it was implied that he was a serial killer, and he was just fucking menacing and scary, and used the Bible to justify his hatred of women and the bad things that he did to them, and he was just one of those like evil misogynist characters.
Yeah.
And Nathan Fillion played Psycho really well.
Yeah, maybe I need to give that a chance. I never really watched the Buffy TV series.
I didn't watch it when it was on TV. I binge watched it when I was sick one weekend.
I thought it was like a fucking pop teenage girl kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it gets
like
fucking
Twilight
dark. It goes way dark places.
It has Doug Jones, huh?
Yeah, he's in it. He's one of the gentlemen. But
maybe you give me one episode. Maybe I'll give that one episode, your preferred one,
a
chance, and maybe I'll go watch it.
I'm actually not going to give you my preferred one, because if you watch my preferred one first, you'll be like, "What the fuck is
that?
This
The
shit?"
musical one
Yeah,
we talked about?
Because there's no context.
Yeah.
But watch Hush. Watch Hush, and if you can't get through Hush, then you may not be interested.
Might not be my thing, huh? My number 5, Reverend Harry Powell, from a little movie I watched in film school called Night of the Hunter.
That's a good movie.
It's great, and I never even seen it before that, which was very shocking to me because, and then some of the movies that he made us watch were horrible. Like, we did watch Chinatown, that was cool.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
That's a great movie. We watched Night of the Hunter, that was great. We watched Blade Runner, which is great, but we watched a bunch of bullshit too, like French, new wave of French cinema and that kind of shit, like a bunch of stuff that I did not care for at all.
Yeah.
To where I checked myself out basically of it. Sometimes I even left class and went, gotta go play NHL on Xbox. I can't be here.
This is bullshit. This is French bullshit.
So, but yeah, the best thing I could take away from that, and my teacher he worked on The Warriors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't remember what he did, but it was an important thing. So maybe producer. It wasn't writer or director. So it had to be some kind of producer or something like that. I can't even remember the dude's name because it's been that many years. But yeah, that's what I could take away from that class was Night of the Hunter. So fucking great.
Yeah.
Love and hate, tattoos, and fuck. Reverend Harry Powell, the money and the doll. Like, if you guys haven't seen Night of the Hunter, it's black and white. It's old. Robert Mitchum kills it. You gotta check it out. It's way worth it.
Another one of those guys that really conveys menace.
Yeah, definitely. He's scary. And singing outside of the house and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the camera angles that they use, the black and white makes it better, honestly, in that movie. Some of the camera angles they use of him, like, out there, like, singing and shit. It really... If you guys haven't seen it, please check out Night of the Hunter. It still holds up.
Yeah, he very much laid the groundwork for, like, characters like Robert De Niro's character in Cape Fear.
For sure.
Yeah. Bray Wyatt, you know, any of those kind of characters. He was sort of like the fucking ground level cinematic version.
His great grandpa Wyatt.
Great grandpappy.
Grandpappy Wyatt.
My number 4 is a movie that we actually haven't talked much about on this show. It's probably because it's a found footage film, but it was before they got too overdone. And that's Cotton Marcus in The Last Exorcism.
I love The Last Exorcism.
Great
the first
movie.
One. Number 2 is fucking bullshit. You ever seen number 2?
I didn't even know there was a number 2.
And number 2 is
there shouldn't be a number 2 because it was The Last Exorcism.
It's not found footage.
Uh-huh.
And it's completely fucking ridiculous.
Huh.
Ridiculous.
So they tried to like do like what they did with the Blair Witch Project?
Exactly like that, or The Rage Care 2, or that kind of shit. Like, so it's not even the same thing.
Yeah.
Ghost of Georgia hunting in Connecticut. It's that ridiculous of a fucking concept. But yeah, the first one was great. I really like it.
Great movie. I love how he's faithless and
it's very tense too at the end too.
He's going in there and like faking exorcisms basically to make money.
Yeah,
and
he's
I really
like con artist.
Yeah, I like the ambiguous ending of it too.
I like the fact that he's a con artist and a preacher.
Yeah,
because that's true life.
Yeah, that's pretty much what a lot of those guys are.
Yeah, so like you get that, you get that angle on it, makes you like okay,
yeah.
You know?
Very smartly written movie, and they actually used the found footage to a good degree to where it was something relevant to the film as opposed to lazy filmmaking.
Yeah. My number 4, I could not find a name for this person in the credits or anything. He's in some montage scenes and stories as told by an old man, but you never really... The old man was a kid at the time. The leader of the Order of Dagon.
Oh, yeah, that guy was cool.
Yeah, and he had the weird goldfish helmet. So, basically,
Imboca.
Which
is in
there's no fish. We cannot get the fish harvest. There's nothing, no fish. But then he come, he tell us. Okay, that's all I got for that voice. But
he brings Dagon.
He basically tells him to start worshiping Dagon, and the fish harvest doesn't come any better.
It's a gold harvest.
All of a sudden, all these gold fucking H.P. Lovecraft style symbols are getting harvested, to where everyone wears gold and everything's made of gold at this point. And then the gold stops, so they decide they have to start sacrificing people and killing people. They kill his parents right in front of him. He becomes a drunken old bum, the guy who's telling the story.
Yeah, with a split nose.
And he goes in there and they kill the priest. He goes in the fucking church and goes, nah, kills the priest. I'm the priest now. Worship Dagon. And so you're worshiping me because I'm the guy who's telling you. So, yeah, very iconic character of that movie. And one of the best parts of the movie is that montage scene, so... That's all I got to say about the leader of the Order of Dagon.
My number three is Father Merrin, but it's not Father Merrin from the original Exorcist. I left him off this list because that was too obvious. Not Max von Sydow's Father Merrin, but Father Merrin as played by Stellan Skarsgård in Dominion, the prequel to The Exorcist, which is Paul Schrader's version, not the bullshit Rennie Harlan version.
Yeah.
Because Dominion is telling the story of Father Merrin had lost his faith.
I need to go back. You've talked about this several times on the show, and I always say, I got to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
Because you say it's good.
Yeah.
And I've seen the bad one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that version.
Well,
I always forget.
The good one's written by and directed by the dude who wrote Taxi Driver. It's
going to be good.
If you take that intensity,
the best part of Taxi Driver is Martin Scorsese in the cab.
Yeah.
He's in there. He's fucking my wife. I'm gonna go up there and kill him. Leave out the rest of the words I used.
Where the fuck was? Oh yeah. So Father Merrin has already lost his faith and goes to Saudi Arabia to just go be an archaeologist. And it tells the story of him basically resurrecting Pazuzu and the beginning of his entire story with that. And the way that they depict the demon in that movie and just everything about it is fucking excellent. And Skarsgård did an excellent job playing the young version of Father Merrin, where he projected Max von Sydow's gravitas, but in a younger, less confident, not quite sure what's going on in the world sort of way.
Yeah, because he really comes off, Max von Sydow comes off like he is this weathered old priest.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of have his, his mojo.
Yeah.
If you put it that way.
Yeah, you got to have his mojo, but you got to pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
And he did it very well.
He's an awesome actor, Max von Sydow.
Yeah. Just don't watch Exorcist at the beginning. Nobody needs to watch that movie.
All right, my number 3 is Hallelujah with a guitar and a laser and a Satan that goes whoa, whoa, whoa. Reverend Current from Bordello of Blood.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He really kills it in that. And just like Fright Night, it's like him transposed roles,
Yeah.
Chris Sarandon.
He's got a niche.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some. He can be a priest, he can be a vampire, he can be holy or unholy, but I love Bordello of Blood.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's great. I think it's underrated.
Yeah, it is.
Because it is they slapped on the Tales from the Crypt. I think that same with Demon Knight too. Both of those are good.
Yeah.
Ritual, not so much. I mean, but maybe in
it
my
was
honorable
what it
mentions
was.
there may be a some kind of voodoo priest. But yeah, with the fucking Bordello of Blood, that priest, he's a scumbag.
Total scumbag.
And like a televangelist, kind of like big budget arena church, where he has to project the fucking lasers onto the Satan while he kills him with an electric guitar. That's everything I hate about religion.
Yeah.
But also, he's an endearing character. That's
Yeah.
why I love this character so much, is because you think about it, it's like everything I hate about organized religion and stuff, but also, he is also a good person too when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
He's using the fucking Jesus name and stuff, but when it comes down to it, he does bust his ass, go in there, he starts the problem, he makes the deal with the devil, he goes in there with the fucking garlic and steaks, because he's going to take care of it, because he knows he's wrong. Retribution. Oh, hallelujah!
He redeems himself. And
He
really,
is
that's
redeemed.
what something's all about.
That's what religion's all about,
yeah,
I guess.
supposedly.
Yeah. Or just taking your money and touching your children, but that's neither here nor there.
My number 2, Reverend Cain from Poltergeist 2.
Oh yeah, on my honorable mentions, that guy is fucking scary.
Creepy motherfucker.
He still scares me, like, as a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
I'm 32 years old, and he still fucking scares me.
Yeah, with his teeth that are
Yeah.
slightly too big for his head.
That's another thing, that smile, there's only a couple instances in horror movies that has been nailed. Have you ever you've seen The Night Flyer, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know that old lady when she's trying to make herself up
Yeah.
to go meet the vampire?
Yeah.
And she's looking in the mirror and she's got that fucking Cain face.
Yeah, it's the too desperate to look nice.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a smile, like a kind of, but like a skeletal, like skinny is scarier than muscular in
Yeah.
horror to me. Like it's always scarier when they're like sunken in.
Yeah.
Like
We have a lady at where I work that looks like Reverend Cain, but she's a woman.
Really?
Same hair, same smile, same everything.
You slip me that key.
You want to get in there and
I want to get in there and bang her.
Okay.
Face my fears.
yeah, that's the only way.
The greasy Cain fold.
It's gotta be Cain.
Does she have bed sores?
I don't know. I've never looked. She breathes spirits though.
She what?
She breathes spirits in and out though. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to make love to her bed sore. That's facing your fear, Dom. It's nothing sexual.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's not, and I would never be like any kind of sexual assault. I'll make sure I'll wine and dine her.
Yeah.
I'll wine and dine that old lady. I'll get permission from the wife too. She'll let me do it.
Yeah, she'll let you do
I
it.
say it's to face my fear.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll make me a better man and a better father, a better husband.
She's in her 90s. She's got dementia. She probably wouldn't even know the difference.
But I want her to know, and I want her to love me. Anyways, my number 2. My number 2 is Father Jebediah May-I, as played by Leslie Nielsen in Repossessed.
Nice.
Father May-I.
Yeah.
Repossessed has a lot of tits for a PG-13.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
They get away with a lot in that movie.
Fucking awesome. Repossessed. And the classic Leslie Nielsen / Ernest P. Worrell changing multiple costumes during a song montage.
Yeah.
You know? He's like a rocker guy, and he's a priest, and he's all these different things, changing fucking costumes. And you got the original Linda Blair in there as the possessed girl.
Yep.
Linda Blair got hot too.
Yeah, she
later on
did.
in life.
Yeah,
She
she
bunch of nude photos too.
Yep, I've seen them.
I've seen them too.
Yep.
Seen them once or
I
twice in my day.
spent some time with those photos.
I bless them. My holy man water. You're a holy man. Is that do you bless people?
That's right. That's
With your
exactly
seed?
what I do.
Do they grow like holy like corn that you can then melt down into bread for the body of Christ?
Eat of this jizz bread, for it is of my body.
It is of your body if you say that. It's the most literal translation.
My holy bukkake.
Dom's old-fashioned This episode of the Post-Mortem Show is brought to you by Dom's old-fashioned bukkake bread.
Bukkake bread.
Bukkake bread, just like Mama used to make.
Bukkake. Number one. Pinhead from Hellraiser. Because he is the fucking Hell Priest.
He is the Hell Priest. He's on my honorable mentions because it's never really referenced that he's a priest in the movie, but he is called Hell Priest. Yeah. Pinhead is just the movie terminology. Clive Barker always said his name was Hell Priest.
Yeah, he
has priest in the title. I mean, that's a number one.
And if you go to Hellraiser 3, he's got his scene in the church where he pulls the things out of his head and fucking blows out the windows. And he is the anti-priest.
He is,
and I bow to him.
I'll bow to him too.
If Cenobites show up, you're fucked. There's nothing you can do but join them. They're like the Borg.
Yeah. Their resistance is futile.
Yeah, straight up.
My number one is probably what you know will be my number one. I don't know if you've considered this or if you think it's going to be my number one. It might be on your honorable mentions. If it's not, if you didn't put it on your list and it's not on your honorable mentions, the only reason is because you forgot about it. But... Oi, kick ass for the Lord.
He's my zero.
Father Magruder from Dead Alive.
Yep, that's right.
Kung Fu priest.
Straight up.
And then he also gets a little horny once he's a zombie. Zombie horny priest. Slopping the fucking exposed neck of the fat nurse. Yeah.
Going for
Making
it.
Zombie babies.
Yeah, zombie babies.
Beating up greasers. Kung Fu kicks.
He's a badass.
He is the best priest.
He is. He is. If you remember anything from Dead Alive, you remember I kick ass for the Lord.
Yeah. I kick ass for the Lord. And his little sermon with grief. Everyone shows their grief in a different way.
Leave it to the Australians.
Yep. Honorable mentions.
I don't have any.
You don't have any?
I was too busy this week.
All right. So, a little movie called The Convent that we've talked about.
Yeah.
We've referenced once or twice.
Yeah.
Father Ryan is the evil priest with the evil demonic nuns that beat the children in the convent, in the montage scene from that. But that's not my honorable mention from the convent. Mine is the high-pitched talking Dairy Queen worker, Sal. And he tries to summon the Dark Lord through sacrifice with his gay assistant.
Yeah.
And he talks like this. What? You work at the fucking Dairy Queen. That's what she says as she's trying to sacrifice him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. Check out The Convent if you haven't seen it. Father Marion, Cardinal Rourke from Sin City. Not really a horror movie, but a very horrific priest.
Oh, yeah. And pretty horrific movie. There's some extreme violence in that movie.
Yeah. I'm going to skip the ones that were on your list, but Zakir from Children of the Night. He's a vampire priest.
I haven't seen that.
You've never seen Children of the Night?
No.
Dude, you got to see it. It's like mid-90s.
Huh.
It's really good. Vampires sleep underwater and throw up their lungs. Like their lungs are external of their body. It's really weird, and The way it might even be made by the same people like Brian Yezner or someone like that, because it really looks like Return of the Living Dead 3 with the way the lights and the camera angles are and stuff. It's got that vibe.
Huh.
You got to check that out.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen that, that's your next movie you need to watch. The next movie in your life you need to watch is Children of the Night. Jacob from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
The dad. He's a priest.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe disavowed, but since our last list with the disabled characters, I brought up Tom Cullen. M-O-O-N. That spells Tom Cullen. M-O-O-N. So this week I rewatched The Stand miniseries. There's a priest on there. Mm-hmm. And it's played by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's a street preacher.
I forgot about
bell.
him.
He rings the bell and talks about the end of days and all the shit. Pestilence and death and all this shit. And he's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
He needs to get some more acting work, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Is he still alive?
Yeah, I think he is. Great. Him and Doug Jones could do a movie together. Tall, lanky dudes.
Tall, lanky dudes. Doug Jones needs to play a fucking priest.
He does.
He'd be my number 0. He'd be the creepiest priest ever.
Yeah. Apparently he's a very devout Christian, so maybe that would preclude some things for him.
He is?
Yeah.
Wow. The Dukes. Losing some points.
Your mother and I are very disappointed in you, Dukes.
It's okay. We still love you, Duke. You can be a moon man. You can be anything you want to be. Just believe in yourself.
Not, I don't know if he was
everything's better
as
with
a Scientologist. I think I would have to draw a line.
Yeah. And my last one is not a horror movie, not an exploitation movie. I know we say it's got to be horror, exploitation, it's got to be something like that. But I have to mention this priest if we talk about priest, because he's everything I hate about priest. There's a little movie that has horror movie music, but it's not a horror movie. Starring Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood.
Oh, yeah.
And Eli Sunday, as the young priest with his congregation, is the biggest fucking douchebag. That bowling pin never fucking earned its money till that scene. You know?
Yeah. You know, I think There Will Be Blood might qualify as like borderline exploitation movie. Like
I don't know. It's kind of like drama. Yeah, it does, but
it defies genre, really.
It's so good that I'll put it on the list, because if you haven't seen it and you like what we talk about, you like our suggestions, and you held off on that because it's this Oscar movie or whatever, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
So check it out. Eli Sunday, fuck you,
scumbag.
That's it for Priest. Next week, we're going to do, as suggested by our listener Antoine, the first ever post-mortem listener to suggest not 1, not 2, but 3 top 5 lists.
Yeah.
We're going to do the top 5 melting scenes.
Yeah.
Liquefaction of human skin.
Bodies being
melted broken down into nothing. The melting scenes. And there is a lot.
There are
a lot of good melting scenes. So I can't wait to get into that. We'll also read Antoine's top 5 at the end of the episode. If you guys want to suggest a top 5 list, send us an email to postmortemshow@gmail.com, or you can message us on our Facebook, also Postmortem Show. Suggest us a top 5 list that we haven't done, and also give us your top 5 of said list, and we'll read it on the air.
And you'll get to hear your name from our lips.
From our velvety, sweet, soft lips.
From our velvety witch folds.
Oh, I got folds too. I'm not a witch, but I got some greasy folds. I'll armpit fart it out. I'm gonna have to train to get the syllables right.
You do like sign language while you're armpit farting.
Yeah, I'll try. But,
apparently, Antoine finally saw Perdita Durango.
Oh, great!
He hit me up and said he got it. He hasn't hit me up and said what he thought of it yet. But
well, let us know, Antoine. So, suggest us your list, and also if you guys can do us a favor, review, rate on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, whatever you got.
Stars.
Share some shit. Give us some stars. Do what you got to do to spread this fucker out there. We appreciate it.
Even just something as simple as when we share the new episode released on Facebook. Click that share button.
Like and share. Yeah,
we've got a couple listeners who've been doing that recently.
Yeah, and it's
we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, we are increasing our numbers. I mean, we're doing pretty good. We've joined the Horror Punks Radio Network, Horror Punks Podcast Network, and that's kind of helped us out a little bit.
Yep,
doing some interviews.
Our little Mick Garris rub is sort of worn thin.
It has worn thin. Fuck you, Dick Garris.
Dick Harris.
Dick Harris.
But yeah, we do see when people share our episodes. We pay attention to that
and we really appreciate
it. And we really do appreciate it.
Yeah. So thanks for supporting the show. We're almost 60 episodes deep.
We are 60 episodes deep, aren't we?
Oh yeah,
this is episode 60.
Congratulations, Dom.
Yeah.
You ever think it'd last this long?
I was surprised by episode 4.
Hey Dom, we should do a podcast about horror movies. Okay. What are you doing on Sunday? Okay. Come over. And then we laugh and laugh and laugh.
And time passes.
And we never stop laughing. And we hope you've laughed as well. So we will be back next week with the top 5 melting scenes. Microwave an army man. Get yourself ready.
Yeah, that's right. But not a metal army man.
No, that's dangerous.
Yeah, that's really dangerous.
Postmortem wants to waive all liability for...
Dom and JD are not real. They are stupid cartoon people completely made up by this Texas guy who we hardly even know. Anyway, as H.P. Lovecraft once said, as he slowly and seductively withdrew himself from the velvety embrace of a greasy witch fold. If it smells like fish,
throw the fucker back.
It's gotta be game.
Soy el diablo. Me van a enviar al infierno con esta música. Oiga. Oiga.
Look who wants to get it. Here she comes.